Muslims say that Muhammad was not a mushrik and he did not worship anyone except Allah. And it's shirk to keep images, statues and idols inside the Kabah or in your house in Islam as a Muslim. Yet when we read the Islamic books, we come to the shocking conclusion that Muhammad did keep statues, idols and images inside of his house and in the Kaaba as well. Here is the proof. In Sirat al-Rasul by Ibn Ishaq on page 552, we can read that the Quraysh of Mecca had put pictures inside the Kaaba, including two of Jesus and Mary. When Muhammad proclaimed prophethood, he ordered all the pictures to be removed except the pictures of Jesus and Mary. Notice, all pictures were removed except that of Jesus and his mother. Muslims, why did your prophet keep the pictures of Jesus and his mother? How is that not shirk in Islam? We can find this information as well in another book called Siyar A'lam al-Nubala by Ad-Dahabi on page 69, saying that all the pictures had to be removed except the pictures of Jesus and Mary. When Muhammad was asked which pictures to be kept inside the Kaaba, he lifted up his hands and revealed the pictures of Jesus and his mother. Again, why did Muhammad order the pictures of Jesus and his mother to be kept at all costs inside the Kaaba? How is that not shirk again? Now you might ask, are these pictures still found in nowadays Kaaba? The answer is no, because the original Kaaba of Muhammad does not exist anymore. The Kaaba was destroyed in the siege of Mecca by Muslims. Here is the proof that Muhammad also kept many statues and images in front and inside of his house. We can find this information in many authentic narrations like Sunan Abi Dawud hadith number 4158, also in Mishkat al-Masabih 4501, and also in Musnad Abi Hanifa hadith number 429 on page 589. Jibreel forced Muhammad to stop committing shirk and ordered the heads of these statues and idols to be cut off.
Nah, kemudian lagi kita lihat bahwa ketika Nabi Muhammad itu bisa menaklukkan kota Makkah, idza jaa nasrullahi wal fath wa ra'aita an-nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillahi afwaja fasabbih bihamdi rabbika wastaghfirhu innahu kana tawwaba. Begitu dikuasai, berhala-berhala yang ada 480 berhala itu ditumbangkan semuanya, lalu mereka masuk ke dalam Ka'bah. Di situ ada gambar Yesus, ada gambar Siti Maryam sedang menggendong Nabi Isa. Begitu mereka akan menghapus gambar Isa dengan Siti Maryam itu, kata Nabi mengatakan, gambar ini biarkan saja, jangan dihapus. Ini ada di kitab Akhbar Makkah lil Wahidi. Kenapa gambar Nabi Isa tidak boleh dihapus, berhala boleh ditumbangkan? Ada apa? Ini menjadi harus kita jelaskan. Kenapa gambar Nabi Isa tidak boleh dihapus kalau berhala ditumbangkan? Jadi artinya betapa dekatnya hubungan Nabi dengan para Nasrani itu. Dan pada Yahudi juga nggak ada masalah. Yang perlu kita ketahui bahwa yang mengusir, menghalau orang-orang Yahudi dari kota Madinah bukan Kanjeng Nabi, tapi Sayyidina Umar, khalifah setelah Abu Bakar, dihabisin semuanya. Seperti Nazi kan sama saja, itu kan dihabisin Yahudi itu. Bangsa yang tidak pernah punya tanah air, terlunta-lunta, baru sekarang punya negara Israel gitu. Nah itu semuanya. Jadi ini menjadi satu gambaran begitu semuanya. Kemudian dari situlah maka dugaan-dugaan orang Mekah, siapa Muhammad ini? Seorang anak yatim piatu yang hidupnya penuh penderitaan. Kemudian dia banyak berbicara masalah persatuan dan kesatuan dan sebagainya. Diduga oleh orang-orang Mekah pada zamannya itu bahwa Nabi itu diduga bukan membawa agama baru, tapi dia ingin mengembangkan sekte baru dalam agama Nasrani.